it is now time for the main event here on MWE Clash. Coming down to the ring is the man who will defend his MWE World Heavyweight Championship against Kenji Fujimoto at Rage in a Cage in a Hell in a Cell. He is the man, the myth, the legend, the one-man fighting machine. He is the MWE World Heavyweight Champion, Gillberg. Yes, indeed. At Rage in a Cage, he will defend that very belt against Kenji Fujimoto. But tonight is a non-title match as he goes up against one of the members of Roxxi's dungeon, MWE Hardcore Champion, Monoxide. You can consider this champion versus champion in this singles match. Gillberg is ready. The fans here in MWE Arena are ready. But the question is, are you ready? And speaking of Monoxide, Captain Arrogance himself, the MWE Hardcore Champion, here he is. Yep. Monoxide, along with Kenji Fujimoto on the last MWE Clash, defeated Gillberg and Grimlock in a tag match. But tonight, here on MWE Clash, he is set to go one-on-one against Gillberg, and he is being accompanied to the ring by his mistress, or should I say, business associate, Roxxi Darkhart. But also at Rage in a Cage, he will put up that very MWE Hardcore Championship against Grimlock. Yep, champion versus champion. Who will come out on top in this singles match here on MWE Clash? Because if you're watching those other wrestling co-feds like YTCW or YLLWA, you're looking at the wrong thing. Because this is where you should be looking at some great wrestling action right here. Finally, the bell sounds. And Gillberg start things off with a running neck breaker on Monoxide here, putting in those stomps and those elbow drops. But Monoxide had to step out for a while to take a little breather here, trying to strategize on what to do next. While the referee does a 10 count, Monoxide doing a little taunting there. And now he decides to go back into the ring, trying to put in those chops, putting in those punches to Gillberg. Ooh, man, nicely reversed by Gillberg there. Trying to go for a back grapple, but gets countered. Another counter by Gillberg here. Ooh, man, trying to get out of that headlock, in which he does with gusto with that clothesline on Gillberg. Monoxide was in control of this match, but Gillberg is fighting him off. The MWE World Heavyweight Champion now getting his clock punched or whatnot. Ooh, man, swinging DDT by Gillberg, who's now back on the offensive. Roxxi Dungeon cheering on Monoxide as he counters the grapple, putting in those chops to the chest of Gillberg, and now setting him up for a decent scoop slam and a neck snap on Gillberg. Now he goes up on top because he's waiting for a moonsault on Gillberg. Monoxide is becoming relentless here in this singles match. Now working on the legs of the one-man fighting machine, Gillberg. And now Monoxide trying to go for a grapple, but gets countered by Gillberg, putting in those chops. And now hoisting them over his shoulders here. He's trying to go for a Samoan drop or whatnot. But we'll be right back with the conclusion of this match. Don't go anywhere or else you will miss it all.